Alright, welcome to the last day of Chaos Season for this week. We're taking on Arion for this match. We're going to go in with just the Felix team. I actually set this up so that Felix can tank things. So we're going to see... This is a multi-use team. I kind of copied it from someone... I copied the concept from someone that I saw use it last Astra Anima season. So yeah, we're going to bait with Felix. Let's see how he does here against an unmerged, not a ton of support enemy Felix here. He should warp right in, and I'm hoping that he doesn't live. But yeah, we're gonna just stack set of support and Makaya to clear any debuffs, and then from there, I don't know, we'll see what happens. Probably I'll get the bonus kill with Fagato. And then we don't need the pot since that's the last match. And then pretty much just call it from there. I was thinking about whether or not I should have used like my Gale Force team, but that Amelia, I think that Amelia is pretty tough to break through. I don't think, well, I'm not even sure if Fagato can break through her. In terms of speed is what I'm referring to. Kind of interesting that, like, just from a speed comparison, if you're looking at it, I feel like Clever Fighter might actually be the best B skill for speedy saves because of that frozen effect, I think is what it's called. That gives you it changes the amount needed to double. Really feel like if you could like get that on Fjorm, that's another way that you could build her. But let's see how much this is. Yeah, I'm not doubling. And then also she has the low. And then there's some drive support from Male Shez there.
Tough decision.
But that is, well, I mean, Makaya. I still think, like, legitimately, I still think Makaya might actually be the best unit from this year.
Let us begin.
Let's see what happens with the Ninja Banner. Well, I feel like that's like...
Will do.
I feel like Ninja Banners might be pushing into next year. I feel kind of territory, but for like this year I feel like Makaya has just been that good. But yeah, you saw there Fagato just not able to outspeed an unmerged Amelia with limited support. I think maybe if I had if I'd placed Sedith somewhere around there, probably could have gotten some extra help, but I would have lost out on 6 speed from the solo. So kind of win-lose, not really that much change there, but very surprised.
Tough decision.
Amelia, she's really, really good. Like, I really think, like, as a near save option, if you can get her to work with Shield Fighter, she's really going to age pretty well because of that speed. But again, Clever Fighter on her is very good. The only thing I feel like she's lacking is just the healing, and also the armor effectiveness really hurts her, because that's one of the main ways that Makaya is able to take her out. So if there's ever a seal that neutralizes that, because she kind of needs her A skill, or her A passive is what gives her the whole distant counter thing. So if you take that out, then she's just another blue far save, another blue armored unit. So why just let her be unique? But yeah, I really like her kit. She's I feel like she definitely performs even better with merges. So but then she's gonna suffer the curse that every speedy far save has, which is eventually speed creep will catch up. But having the lull built into a weapon really does help her out in terms of just, is it a weapon or a skill? I'm not sure, but it really helps her out in terms of just winning speed matchups in the future, because no one will be able to like use like visible buffs unless there's like more bonus doubler on cav units, tier 4 bonus doubler on cav units, if they start putting that in the cav weapons, which would be crazy at that point. Like, geez, but I don't put it past them. I could see that potentially becoming an option with how many armored units now are just getting lulls in the weapon. Heck, even Marnie has it, and she's a Grail unit. So I definitely see them pushing more bonus doubler options, more ways to get around lulls, because I feel like lulls were like used to be such a huge part of the meta. Like, I used to run lulls on all of my calves, and now they're just like meaningless. It's either you win the speed check without it or you don't. So I don't know. And this Spagato is pretty much as fast as he could be. The only other thing that I could do is probably give him Blue Feud. But I'm not sure if it would really help in that Amelia matchup. That's like a 4-swing. Well, maybe if I subtract the support that she was getting from male Shez, maybe that would have made it a little bit closer in terms of being able to outspeed her. I mean, who knows? But yeah, this is pretty much it. We're done here. Again, man, this Reagan is just so, I don't know, merges maybe? But I don't really want to plus 10 her, but I don't know. GG's. See you next week. Alrighty, hello. I felt that it was a little bit anticlimactic to end the week on a 5-minute video, so we're just gonna go over just a couple things that's going on my end as it relates to barracks, defense, not replays. I'm gonna do a separate replay for the video, but also, you know, Binding Worlds. I feel like I got shafted yet again. Nothing really of notes, which is ironically what I wanted, notes. I was really hoping to be able to get the Dragon Flowers so that I could, you know, just make her that much better of a unit. Is that correctly phrased? I don't know, but I really wanted to like improve her on my defense because I think she has some longevity in that regards, but did not get a copy of note back because I was putting her out, so I was hoping to get it back, but it didn't work out. These are just some of the pulls that I got that I'm just showing you in the meantime while I talk over this. That Marth looked pretty cool, but ultimately I don't believe he's that much better than the other Marths that we currently have. And then here are just a couple more things that I picked up. Cool builds, but a lot of these I can actually just replicate on my own. Especially the Ira build. This Black Knight I considered picking up because I do want to build a Black Knight eventually because I think he has the coolest voice lines. And then also there's this Pirate Veronica that I'm actually interested in picking up. I think this is actually a fantastic build that I might actually go for it. So we'll see where that ends up. But yeah, I feel like Binding Worlds is kind of a sham, man. I feel like it's not worth it. I feel like we should at least be able to get the unit that we put out. So let's say I put out a dagger. I should at least be able to pick up my own dagger or someone else's dagger. This also was a really nice Ather build. I kind of wanted to get this, but so actually this is one of my favorite characters in the game. In Faye, I feel like her voice lines and everything, she's just like really cool, so I kind of wanted to pick this up, but I think I might have to skip it this time around. But yeah, I feel like we should at least be able to get the unit that we put out. I feel like that would incentivize more people to put out like units that they actually want, or at least it would at least allow us to get something that we actually find valuable for our barracks, you know? I really just wanted the Dragon Flowers again, but I mean, it is what it is. So let's just go over a couple of the defense stuff here, or like some friend maps actually. Not a lot of people on well, also this is pretty early, so maybe some people are still going to play, and I can't be bothered to do the math to see how many people are going to hit rank 1. This Annette still like puts in a ton of work, I'm sure. She is so good. Definitely a good investment. And I'm surprised that this hit rank 1 with he runs this like really often. It's pretty basic, so I'm really surprised that he hit rank 1 with it. That just goes to show you that a lot of it is luck based, down to like who matches into you. And then there's also this. I think this is really good because of Tina, this layout here. But it is, I was able to beat this with Marnie. Marnie was just able to tank everything here. Well, I mean, there was a frontliner. Who's on that team? My Sita. Yeah, Sita was on the front line, so Sita plus Marnie were able to tank pretty much everything here. But this is still a fairly decent layout here. Getting the curse shot off on the first hit, plus the buffs that I have. The buff stealing from Tina, I feel like, is really valuable to this team. and I'm really surprised. I was going through the list and I saw a lot of people actually picked up Tina from the Hall of Forms. I have her still available. I can go back and get her, but I don't really know if I need her because I kind of wanted Kanto control and I didn't get it. So I don't know if it's worth the pickup at this point, but there's still time. I can double back on that if I so desire. But I did get I forgot who I picked up. This was this good. I'll say that much. I'll probably come back to this in a little bit, but after I'm done looking at some of the other defenses here, I'm probably going to come back to this one just to show you how good this layout is, and I feel like this would translate well into Anima season as well. Nurgle here is like the pivot or the primary unit that makes this work so well. But yeah, what was I saying before that? Tina. Who else was Reinhardt and 2 other units? Nana. Oh, the only one I picked up was Nana. But I might go back for that Tina. I'm considering it. I got her with Infantry No Follow-Up 4, but it's on it's currently on, or it's going to be on Dorothea. This is after the trailers dropped, obviously, so we know, at least I know what the units are, and a little bit disappointed in the sense that there isn't really anything that great to pull on. It's not like a must-pull banner, which is actually a good thing because orbs. It gives me the opportunity to save some orbs, but I'm probably still going to pull because I kind of want that bird. I think that bird looks super cool. And actually, the wrap-up for the Tempest trial where she got the bird, showing how Dagger got the bird, that conversation was pretty cool. So I don't know, maybe they'll pull something and bring back Not in the future, because I think she has some value there. That's another bird that you could potentially get, but I don't know, I guess maybe Not is just like dead, like they're not planning on bringing her back, as opposed to what they did with Freyr. They haven't done one of those movies in a while where they talk about like the story after the fact, kind of like what they did with Leaf, and the whole Hell thing. I'm surprised that they haven't put one of those out in a while, but here we are. I'll probably try against this. This looks pretty interesting. I kind of also want to show off the Tamara team that I didn't get to use this week. It was the only team that, well, I built it, but I was kind of afraid to use it because it's really open with the unit choices. It's pretty much banking on Tamara to tank everything, and you know, sometimes she might die, so I wasn't too what's the word, it's not excited, but I didn't believe in this team hard enough to make it into some of the matches that I came across. And plus there's so much warping in those matches as well. I mean, Gatekeeper is here, but still it's literally all, this team is literally all on Tamara and Sedith, and if they're able to break either one of them, then it's an automatic loss, which, yeah, I don't like the idea of that. So but I feel like this is probably a good test, just to see what'll happen here. Let's wait until turn 2 actually, just so I can get the ranges properly and set up as well, and then yeah, let's see what goes on. And also just to show like how useful or important it is to have Gateau when you're matching up against Sigurd, and I think this is why they, well, it was also scheduled for Chaos Season to fall into this section, but I guess not. I think it's beneficial that we're not going to have bonus Sigurd for Light Dark Season, because you know, oops, I forgot to turn on the animations. Oh, she got the one shot. Yeah, we're not going to have, there goes my bonuses, no follow-up most importantly. We're not going to have Sigurd for Light Dark Season as a bonus unit, but I feel like he is manageable there because of Gateau. But as you've seen, if Nurgle is there or if Tina is there, it kind of throws things off because of the buff stealing. So if Tamara, usually what happens is if Tamara doesn't have the 80% damage reduction buff for AoEs, she kind of just dies to Sigurd. Gets this on the second hit? Yo, Sandstorm goes nuts, eh? Well, I am getting a ton of support from Zedith and Gatekeeper, but the fact that she's able to kill Ike there with the 2 hits, that is crazy. That's through his damage reduction that he gets on the second hit. That's crazy. No 80% AoE damage reduction. So here you see her just taking the full damage there, but luckily we have more defense than Sigurd. So, well, I don't know if it's... We have enough defense to heal a minute amount, so we were able to survive. Does she live this? Oh, okay, we heal a bunch. And also, this isn't Lugu's friend 4 Nurgle, so there's that as well, but does she even live this? No, she doesn't. So yeah, losing the status effects is a big problem in that matchup, and Nurgle is going to kill Gatekeeper here. Great. Oh wow. Yeah, but I think Sigurd in Light Dark Season will definitely be manageable with Gateau. I don't think Lumera will help you out with the Stone Terrain. I don't think the Stone Terrain is going to be enough damage reduction for a matchup against Sigurd. But the 80% DR from AoE DR from Gateau is definitely going to be beneficial. Let's go back to the one that I was talking about before. Okay. So this is, again, another example of just the AoE support being really important. But I don't think for this one, you're not going to see anything with Sigurd in this one, because Carla is just going to kill Tamara here. Carla is so good with momentum. Very, very good with momentum. Let's set up like this. Not that it will matter. I think even if we had like a red... because even if we had like a red sword unit, this Carla has blue shield, but it doesn't really matter, because if there's like a red sword unit, she'd probably still be able to take them out, just because she does so much damage. And this is like Dragon Flowers and stuff. I think this is max investment with Dragon Flowers, but still off a couple of merges. But that is a ton of damage, as you can see there. And yeah, we didn't even get to check the Sigurd matchup. Ooh, Gatekeeper. Does he live? Oh no, this is a one shot. Okay.
We found an opening.
Man, I'm just waiting on that Gatekeeper ult, man. He's gonna be so good. He's gonna be cracked once he gets his ults. But for now, he is not as tanky as he could be. Okay.
Even I have fallen.
Okay. Yeah, Sigurd is going to be a menace next Astra Anima season, because there's no Gateau in Astra Anima. There's no way to really get any help for damage reduction from AoEs aside from the Stone Terrains, and the Stone Terrains is not going to be enough. Yeah, so it's going to be a real pain. You're going to need to bring Nagi, either the green Nagi or the red one, whichever one you have. I think you should probably dust her off and bring her to put her on one of your teams, because you're going to need that damage. You're going to need that AoE damage reduction to stop this Sigurd, unless you're going to player phase, which, I mean, good luck with that. But yeah, you're definitely going to need Nagi this Astra Anima season coming up. Banner reactions, a little bit more thoughts on Dagger. I think Dagger, what she does, she looks really, really good. I've heard Oblivion just basically saying she looks like, or was it someone else? Was it Oblivion? I don't remember. Someone was saying that she's pretty much just Sita plus Dagger into one unit, and I feel like that's a fair description of her. So yeah, I'm looking forward to picking up at least one copy of that Dagger. Again, for the bird as well. I think the bird accessory looks pretty cool. I wish the bird was as big as the bird that Dagger has. And Sita's living this because flat damage reduction and also highly invested. Here's the AoE. Again, Sita is just that good. when you put work into it. But the problem here is
With all my heart.
support and everything. The problem here is that Nurgle, here he comes, and let's see, either Nurgle, okay, Tamara is going to kill me. This is why no follow-up is so important on Sita here.
Let's have some fun.
It says 0, but it's 84. It's actually 84. So yeah, no follow-up would have really saved the day there in that matchup. But yeah, this is a really well-built defense. I'm surprised if it doesn't hit rank 1. I know that he hasn't played all of his matches yet, so I'm not looking to do the math on that one. I just can't be bothered. I was surprised at how many people are actually here in rank 1 now. I checked yesterday, it was like, what, 14 people? But now it's over 50, so yeah, it looks like a lot of people are playing their matches late. I don't know if it's helping them to, you know, avoid better players, but a lot of people actually made it this time. Or I guess it's probably the same amount. I don't know if it's that much. Oh, PM1 made it. Interesting. Yeah, he typically only has like a budget team, so I'm impressed. He probably has Sigurd doing something crazy. That's pretty neat. Good for him. I don't recognize a lot of these other names, but yeah, not a lot of, well, I guess it's pretty much the same amount that we normally have in rank 1. A lot of these are just like super lucky. I don't even know, like, it's like top tier luck to be able to hit rank 1 in Chaos Season. Drop the C skill. I really like this Groom Roy in terms of just his matchups versus Dragon, is it Dragon and Beast or just Dragons? I forget, but to drop the C skill for Shadow Shift, I don't think it's worth it. But again, that's a fantastic build. Yeah, a lot of luck into hitting rank 1 on Chaos Season. It's really just down to who you match into. So I guess those are just like the luckiest people that are around. I think I saw there's Blue Gang. I think I saw Penra. Oh, there he is. So it's good to know that he's still playing the game, but he's just too lazy to make videos. I would really like to see what he's doing on defense, but apparently, I guess work has him in a tussle. I really do like what this part Veronica has become after the refine, and then the Marianne from the new banner. I was like, it's just like a small upgrade to Brave Marianne, and I guess red gives you better matchups into some units, but I don't really see how the rearmed Marianne that we're getting is that much better than Brave Marianne aside from the weapon. So I don't know, I guess, you know, it is like depends on what you want to use her for, or maybe you want to run both of them on a team. I guess that's an option, but I think Brave Marianne might, if you already have Brave Marianne highly invested, then there's really not a lot of reason for you to pull on that banner, I don't feel, aside from maybe Dagger, which is what I'm going for. But again, Sigurd next week, it's gonna be rough. That's about it, man. GG's.